Beautiful Pisces, this is Tammy from Spot On Psychic Readings. Welcome to your reading for mid-August of 2023. August, the month of 2 full moons. Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to say I have absolutely the best viewers on all of YouTube. I know I must, because you guys are amazing with all of your comments and your likes and all the subscriptions I've gotten from Pisces specifically. It just warms my heart, really it does. Thank you all so much. And many of you sent me super chat thank yous, and I just want to thank you for that. That was like just icing on the cake. It was such a nice surprise, and it makes me feel so appreciated. So thank you so much. So let's dive into your reading, Pisces, and I've already shuffled the cards and spread them, and I'm going to pull them by feel for you today, okay? And when I do that, I can feel your energy, you know, before I even read the cards, which gives another layer of meaning to it. And please watch to the end to avoid any misunderstandings, okay? Tarot card readings build, so we get more details as, you know, as we go along. So just want to get a general feel for these cards. Pisces, ooh, yeah, okay, lots in here for you. All right. Here it comes, Pisces. Let's see what we've got here. It is a general collective reading, so just know it won't fit everybody's situation, okay? Pisces. Pisces energy. I think we have a pair coming up there. Always interesting when they come up in pairs. I get that double energy, so they're really being clear they go together. Anything else? Nope. All right, let's see what's going on, Pisces. Here's the pair. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, here's where we're going to start, and then I'm going to do some more cards for clarification, so hang in there with me, okay? So Pisces, what is most significant right now is I feel like this is Six of Swords energy. I feel like some of you have left some trouble behind. You know, it may have gone out of your life. You may have gone out of its life. But this is you going into a much more peaceful, tranquil. You know, the word tranquil comes to mind, a very quiet, peaceful kind of existence. Some of you may have actually moved or you're getting ready to move. Some of you may be going on vacation. Some of you may be moving near water, as it shows in this card, okay? Feels like there was a conflict with something that may have been stolen from you. I feel like that's resolving, because this did come up upside down. This is Seven of Swords energy. And that just tells me somebody was kind of being sneaky. Somebody may have pulled you into a situation or maybe taken something from you, either you know, financially or emotionally. You know, there may have been something that was stolen from you. But again, it's upside down now. This may even come with some sort of an apology for some of you. But it's in the conflict position. So even if it's an apology, I'd be wary of that apology if I were you, okay? Okay, so for some of you, somebody's coming. My nose is itching. My grandmother used to always say, you know, if your nose itches, somebody's coming. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Here's new love, Pisces. This is new love offer. And if it's not a love offer, for some of you, it's going to be a job offer that you will love, okay? So this is about probably somebody making you an offer of some sort, all right? Now, this can come sometimes with you making them an offer. You know, it can go in that direction, especially in a collective reading. But this usually is a very romantic card, you know? So there it is. Right next to that, we've got the card of Four of Wands. Now, this has to do usually with a long-term commitment coming from this love offer. If you're already in a long-term commitment, this may be a job offer or some other offer that has a long-term kind of arrangement or commitment with it, okay? So you may be getting a job offer that is going to, you know, last for a long time for you. This can also be vacations. This can be your inner sanctuary or your outer sanctuary, like your home or a space in your home and that sort of thing. And it's going to be a space that you love. There's just something here about love and commitment and long-term family. This card often has to do with family. It can have to do with children and nurturing, new homes and that sort of thing. So we do have 2 cards here in your reading already that can be new home energy. This can be moving. This can be the home itself. All right. So again, take it as it resonates because there's multiple meanings here. So, take that as it resonates for you because it's going to be different, for everybody, really. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody. I'm just seeing I see things in my third eye, as I'm talking to you and reading the cards. And I just saw all these lines of light going out when I said it's going to be different for everybody. It's like, lots of opportunities, lots of options, and they all look like these little bright lines of light, and there's a whole bunch of them. So that means there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you, Pisces. A lot of good ones too, because they're bright, shiny white lines of light that I see going in a lot of different directions. And I do mean specific directions, like different states. Some of you, it's going to be different states that you might move to. For some of you, different countries. For some of you, it's going to be right across town, But I do see these long-reaching lines of light for you, Pisces. So that's always a good thing, lots of options. Now, there's a situation here that I feel like is sort of still hanging around some of you, where there was this devil energy. It is reversed now, so it looks like that's good because it's a release from it, but it may have caused a problem with your job. Some of you may have had some kind of, I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of different meanings right now, trying to ask them to narrow it down. They talk to me in my head too. The voices in my head, So some of you have lost a job because of money. Maybe there wasn't enough money there in the business to support your salary or something like that. So for some of you, it was like you were released from a job, okay? Because this is 3 of Pentacles. For some of you, there wasn't a new opportunity materializing that you wanted because there wasn't enough money. All right, so I feel like there's monetary issues here that have caused a delay in what you want, whether it's a job or a new project you wanted to do or any kind of thing like that. This feels a little bit like this devil energy is representing finances for some of you. And it's like, it's been a delay. There's been some kind of delay with finances. Now, for some of you, this is a whole different story, okay? For some of you, this devil energy represented somebody an actual person who was keeping you chained, almost felt like a ball and chain around your ankle. And that has been released. Again, this came up upside down, thank goodness. That's at least better. But it may have caused a delay, whatever, and I feel like this ball and chain still may have been connected to finances for you, Pisces, in some way. And it caused a delay. But now these new opportunities are still here. It doesn't mean they're not going to happen. It just means they're being delayed. And again, I'm looking at mid-August for you right now. So that's kind of the timing on this. But this devil energy has turned loose. I feel like this has dropped off. The ball and chain has dropped off, which is a very good thing. Okay. There's an upside down 10 of Pentacles here, but this is in the position of what you're worried about. I feel like some of you are worried that because of that situation with the devil energy, that you may have lost your 10 of Pentacles, okay? But there's just been a delay because now we're showing this 6 of Pentacles that came up, also reversed. So I feel like, again, all of this seems to go to money. I feel like a lot of this goes to your money kind of slowed down or was thrown off by some other energy, and it has delayed things. Some of you may owe some money. Sometimes this can be the card of owing some money, having some debt and that sort of thing, and you're worried it's affecting your financial stability. But this is in the worry position. It's more of a worry. I'm not saying this is coming up this month. I'm saying you're worried about it this month, yeah. But I'm feeling like this will resolve. This is not a bad card. This 6 of Pentacles, it's not a bad card at all. But it's upside down, so it's like, yeah, you'll work through it. So it's this month, and it's kind of what's coming. So on that note, let's see what else is coming in, Pisces, and see if they'll give us some more details on this, okay? And hang in here, because this is where it always gets really interesting to see the details coming out. And this is where we get all the layers of energy coming up in these tarot readings, okay? So again, please watch to the end to avoid any misunderstandings. Let's see this one. So there's this is the seahorse, and it says family matters. Now this can mean family matters to you. It matters, it's important. Or it can mean there are going to be family matters. Okay, we're going to find out more. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, in career. Okay, so there's time to act. It's time to act right now with regards to these family matters and career. And I feel like there are family matters surrounding career. There may be things to work out, maybe with children, childcare, those sorts of things, locations, time to act. But this is also the Lion card. The Lion is very protective. The Lion's very strong. The Lion has a lot of inner wisdom, and you will know when it's time to act. So wait for that divine timing, Pisces, okay? And also, I meant to mention earlier, you may be dealing with a Capricorn in this picture that has made you feel like there was a ball and chain or something along that line, financial matters and that kind of thing. Also, potentially a Leo. There's Leo energy as well. Let's see what else, Pisces. Lightning. Okay. Now, this is about anger, okay? So, Pisces, I know you're not a sign that's really prone to anger. You know, ordinarily, you're pretty easygoing. And so this could be you. I mean, this is a warning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Lightning may strike you, figuratively speaking, okay? But this can also mean be aware of somebody else's anger in this case. So let's see what else it has to say about that. What else does Pisces need to know today? Pisces energy, what else do you need to know? Wealth. There's a lot of wealth coming in, Pisces. So this worry, they want to reassure you. I'm feeling this right now too. The guides are wanting to reassure you that all of this worry that you have about your financial stability and owing money or whatever that's coming up this month, you're going to have wealth coming in. So we'll get more on that. Okay, these two want to come out. There's a dark-haired woman, and there's news of birth. So there may be, for some of you, there may be a dark-haired woman that you know who is going to become pregnant. Okay. For some of you, there is going to be a dark-haired woman who is starting a business. So this may be somebody you're starting a business with, or somebody that you do business with, as far as selling something. And considering moving and houses and things like that showed up, this could go to real estate for some of you. And it also came up next to this wealth card. So I feel like all of this is connected. So for some of you, it may mean the stork bringing a baby. For some of you, this is the stork giving birth to some new business opportunity. Okay, so take it as it resonates for your situation. And let's see if there's anything else, Pisces, for you. Yep, these. Okay. No, not that one. Okay. This is what else you need to know, Pisces, okay? It says pay attention to your work and, pay attention to your work because there may be forces working against you in your work. Okay, I want to ask more about that because I don't want to leave you hanging on that. So let me go to this other deck and clarify that because you don't need to be worrying about that. Okay, let's see if we can get more on that. Pay attention to your work because forces may be working against you. What forces is that? Oh, juggling. So they may be, if you're in a job where there are multiple people, I feel like there may be reorganization due to this juggling card, the Two of Pentacles. They could be juggling salaries. They could be juggling people, musical desks, as I call it, musical chairs. Feel like there's that sort of thing that may be going on, moving people around and that kind of thing, and that's going to feel like a force, you know, that's working against you. Let's see what else. Oh, this one fell out. There's justice, so there may be some legal situation, Pisces, having to do with your company or having to do with you, like some legal situation maybe connected with your work, your career. Let me pull some more on that. That also gives me some Libra energy, so there may be somebody there, you know, some Libra energy in the picture having to do with your work. Okay, this is a narcissistic energy too. So Pisces, we're going on a whole different path here. I'm going to follow this a little bit. This is very different from the rest, where the rest of this reading was going. So there's somebody here that needs to know about this. There's somebody working against you in your work or your job, your career, that sort of thing, whatever work that you do specifically. And it can be a narcissistic energy. It can also be, this is Page of Cups, it can also be an energy that is very immature, or it can actually be someone who is not mature, someone who's very young, okay? Usually this goes to a narcissist, and it came up next to this justice card, legal. So there may be somebody in a, you know, doing something legal, bringing some legal case or action or something like that, either against the company or you within the company or your work and that kind of thing. So there's a King of Cups energy. He sort of wanted to come up reversed. So I feel like that King of Cups can be somebody who's a good advisor. It can be somebody you can trust. But if he's upside down and on a bad day, you could be dealing with an alcoholic. You could be dealing with somebody with a lot of dysfunction. And it did come up kind of with the legal and the narcissistic card. All right. He can also be a father. And again, what I'm looking at right now, if you just came in, what I'm looking at is these tea leaf cards came up and said, pay attention to your work. There are forces working against you, okay? And I wanted to follow up on that for mid-August for you Pisces, okay? So hang in there. We'll get you some more answers here, okay? Somebody in this picture is having new attraction. There's new attraction. And there's the Star card. So, okay, so for some of you, where this is going, this trouble at work, may be that there's some kind of a office romance. There may be some kind of, you know, like attraction kind of thing that's coming up, and it's causing competition. Or this could be somebody new is hired, and maybe they're getting more attention, or maybe you're getting more attention than they are, and it's causing a conflict and jealousy. You know, there's something about competition and jealousy going on in this workplace situation. New attraction, but there's divine order here. So they want you to know, like, while this looks like a bad situation on the surface, that this will actually play out okay. It will be, you know, divine order. This can have to do with some Aquarius energy with the star on the work scene. So just keep that in mind as well, okay? Let's see what else. Yeah, this is you being, Pisces, this is you, the High Priestess. This is you being very intuitive, having a lot of inner knowledge. Maybe you're keeping things to yourself, you know, that's okay. I feel like, you know, sometimes this is hidden knowledge. Sometimes this is just keeping things to yourself. And sometimes this is just using your intuition and waiting for things to play out and kind of following your inner visions and things like that about this situation. And I feel like you probably already know this. You probably already had some kind of an inclination that, you know, I feel like this is validating things for a lot of you. Whoops. This is the Temperance card. This is where this is headed, Pisces. So I wouldn't worry too much about this work situation because it will straighten out. but this card to flip out. And when it does that, it tends to go upside down and upright. It did do that so they're saying to me, for some of you, the situation may feel really extreme for a while, and it might right now. For some of you, it's going to really calm down and not be extreme at all, okay? It is going to be very tranquil. There's going to be a flow of energy for some of you. And for some of you, this could be saying there's some Sagittarius energy in this workplace situation that I'm seeing. Let me ask for final outcome on this for you. They're telling me to switch decks. Okay, hold on. Real quick. All right, let's see, Pisces. What else do they want to tell you? There's an older, dealings with a relationship with an older woman. Let's see where this goes. Final words for Pisces, please. There's a period of frustration and lessons to be learned, and that you are highly thought of. So just know, in this workplace situation that I'm looking at, you are highly thought of, and I feel like that's some of why it's causing maybe some jealousy and competition. And that's why there's some dark force kind of working against you, you know, out of jealousy and that sort of thing. And also this narcissistic energy. So be aware. I think what you need to be aware of, just keep your eyes open. I'm not trying to worry you about this because it does resolve. I mean, it shows it's resolving, but just keep your eyes open for some potential legal situation with this King of Cups and this narcissistic energy, or somebody who's very immature, okay? This could be two different people. This really strikes me as two different people in the workplace. Could be different facets of the same one, okay, for some of you. But there's this energy, you know, coming in. And potentially something legal, or something that involves contracts, or, you know, if you're in a company, this could involve HR, you know, something like that, where there's an authority figure and that sort of thing. So again, we've got Libra energy, Sagittarius energy here, Aquarius energy here, Leo energy, and a new situation where you're moving into a more peaceful time frame. So this, you know, and I'm going to go back really quickly to the beginning of this reading, Pisces. This Six of Swords was the very first thing that came up as the most significant thing for Pisces for mid-August. And this is such a good card. This is you leaving trouble behind, where you've been through a tumultuous kind of situation that felt like a lot of turmoil, and you are moving into, and whether you're moving energetically, emotionally, or physically, you're moving into a place of a more peaceful, tranquil existence, okay? It may be by water. It may mean that you just have a little waterfall in your house, you know, a little fountain. There's something about being by water, maybe where you meditate, that sort of thing. I'm getting the goosebumps on this. This is really important for you to know. This by water, in whatever way, whatever form it is for you, is really important. And some of you, this is a vacation as well. So again, mid-August, and I hope that was helpful. There was a lot here, Pisces. They were going this way, and then they went, let's go this way and give more information. So there was a lot here about this work situation for a lot of you. There's a lot here. So check back again. I usually put out readings every Sunday or Monday, depending on if my Wi-Fi cooperates, okay? You never know. So thank you for coming in, and I love you guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.